Hello and welcome to the Path of Least Resistance. I am Versailles. Today we're going to do a run using Vex against the 5-star Exemplar of Demacia Spirit Blossom Adventure. For Relics we're using Chemtech Duplicator, Luden's Tempest, and Grand General's Counterplan. Could use Guardian Angel here, could use maybe second Luden's Tempest. My brother texted me the other day and he said that this is a strategy that actually works well into this Ionia adventure as well, but we're going to try it here. So the idea is that you play Withering Wail a lot of times, and you can do that by taking Counterfeit Copies. So we're gonna just do that, and we get it. It's a pity power, you can always reroll into it. If you are rerolling into it and you're struggling, try to make it one of your early rerolls so you still have them later for your support champion and that kind of thing. So because we are going to try to use a bunch of Withering Wail, make sure it's in your starting hand. You could drop a unit here to have as a blocker. You don't really need to be set up until a later round. Could Pie Toss. I don't know if it's worthwhile, but it does break his barrier and makes him take damage. Doing 1 to anything really doesn't seem like it's gonna solve much of any problems here. So we're just gonna take a bunch of damage. High toss is probably unnecessary, but regardless we drop Vex. And we can also glare. That'll keep the damage down a little bit. Maybe we kill the war chefs? I don't know. Undecided on the appropriate way to go here. By attack, it's not going to be too bad, but we are going to take a bunch of damage, which might be okay, and it just hits into the barrier anyway. And we're just counterfeiting Wail, and I think we pass. We're not quite at Chemtech yet. Could Wail and gain a couple hit points. That's not bad. Also kills a bunch of units. Should you have Explosive Finale, obviously that's the 4-star power. That's obviously going to help a lot. And as soon as they have Gloom, that Gloom is just going to keep multiplying. Now we're just counterfeiting Wails. And we're glaring. This is doubled as well. Gives us more Withering Wail. Nothing on the board. We're at full life. Pretty good way to be. Presumably they're gonna attack us. It's fine. We'll just let it happen. I'm gonna Perilous Pastry here. Just all my damage is done as Gloom. So I guess we're never breaking barrier. That's actually really bad for this adventure, especially considering the end. But I don't know, we'll live. We'll figure it out. More Counterfeit Copies. I think we're fine to drop something like Grim here. They have Fearsome, so it doesn't matter that these units are alive. And they're not alive anyway. Withering Wail. Guess we weren't at full life. You are now. And this is 13 damage, which is insufficient. We drop another unit. And we can Wail here. It also glare, it's fine. I think General's Palace is really nice. Not sure how realistic it is to be able to play but assuming we can get it on the board, it'll be good. We'll take Karma. We have Eye of the Dragon to give us Dragon Leans for life steal, although we shouldn't need that too much, and we also have Concussive Palm. That's the more important part, especially at 2 mana. Giving our allies vulnerable seems like a mistake, and we don't really care about explosive entrance, so we just skip. And we go through Dauntless Vanguard because I think it's easier than the eventual Alpha Wild Claw that we're going to face on the other side, especially since we can't break Barrier. So yeah, not being able to break Barrier is a problem. We're still copying Withering Wail. If we play a unit, they have single combat, so that'll just give them an extra unit. No reason to do that. Here we could potentially play so that they, we have an extra blocker here, and we can kill one of their units. It's pretty good for us. Probably fine dropping like Eye of the Dragon or Grotesque Gift. Or we could skip and hold mana for Whale and then also Vex, but I don't think that matters that much. We do want another copy of Whale before we play it, and I'm gonna wait for the single combat here before I drop Vex. So this is gonna be our bad round. Kinda worse now. We can glare one of the units. And yeah, so we're looking at 31 damage here. It's obviously too many damages. We can wail though and turn it to 16. And it looks like we're still able to block an extra unit, even doing that. So we're down to 12. Copy Whale. I don't know how we're beating the last adventure. Drop Eye of the Dragon. They do some stuff. We almost wrong button. Whale again. And we can glare here. Glare draws us cards. Probably Withering Wail. Seven mana is probably still not enough to do Warlord's Palace. We're also... oh, no, here we are. We do have a Whale here. So we're going to copy Whale, we're going to glare. Glare is just to remove the threat. And then I think we pass. They attack, we Whale. And this will die automatically. And just attack here, it's fine. And drop General's Palace. Gives us a way to attack next round as well. Copy Whale. And again, if you have the 4-star, every time one of these dies, you something. You'll do 4 damage to the nexus, so we would have won many times by now. I'm gonna remove one of these and play Grim just so we have a way to deal damage. And we can Wail here. You can also win just by decking your opponent out, because you have an infinite amount of cards. As you can see, we're at 61 right now. They do not have an infinite amount of cards. They also have an infinite amount of healing, so especially with Karma. We'll be able to cast triple spells when we're enlightened. Emerald Awakener has Lifesteal, False Friend, doesn't draw a card. Avoid Blade Scout can block Elusive and draws a spell. Take Blade Scout, we're kind of okay on healing. If we just leave there, we're at full life, doesn't matter. So ideally we have an early Whale here, because we're going to get attacked for their entire board. Keeping the 1-cost unit was probably also a good plan, but I did not do that. You don't necessarily need Vex until we're in Chemtech. Anything before that's somewhat unnecessary. I held this just in case we, I don't know, pulled up another spell that would have been useful. We could Wail here, but I think that doesn't kill anything, so kind of doesn't matter. So Wail prevents 4 damage. Which makes it sort of equivalent to just playing it after. Because you heal 3 off of it. I would like my champion now. It's going to be hard to get it the more we counterfeit. But I think we just Wail here anyway. That's pretty good. Looks like another pass, but I'm not sure how we survive this. We'll see. We don't survive this. Probably shouldn't have counterfeited until we drew our champion. And we do start with the champion, so let's see if we can also get Wail. We do. Copy Wail. And we did get a stun this time too, that'll help. Drop the Gloom Sprites as a blocker. Copy Wail. And it doesn't really matter what we stun, it's all kind of the same, they all do 6 damage. Drop Vex. Copy Wail. And Glare if we want, but we can play double Wail next round. So we're gonna Wail twice. Actually, do we need twice? I think once is probably sufficient. There's no effective difference. Copy Wail, drop our Mayor. Copy Wail. Could drop Karma if we wanted. It's probably fine. We're gonna Glare this guy because he has too many stats and I don't like that. Then we're just gonna wait for the attack. And we're gonna double Wail. Didn't mean to copy Glare. Probably doesn't hurt. Our hand is full because we draw so many cards. Let them play everything they're gonna play. And we win. Take Key Guardian, Chi Guardian, not really sure. I think we need to go to a shop because I think we need powers. I think powers are going to make a difference, and that is not one, so that's not going to help us. Sharp Sight I would take if we had a way to just generate units ahead of time, but we kind of don't. And then get rid of a card. Not sure which though. Maybe Beefcake Mayor? Family Reunion also kind of sucks. We'll go into Braum. Braum shouldn't be that bad, since all of our damage is dealt as Gloom. Reroll everything, trying to get our champion. Matters more than I pretended it did. Don't want a unit on the board, so they have nothing to challenge. Also not doing counterfeit copies until we draw our champion, because that was a problem in the past. Try not to repeat your mistakes. I mean, once we've played cards, obviously fine to keep doing so. And we do pick up our champion. We're fine to lose everything here. Could keep Eye of the Dragon. Don't think it matters too much either way. 3 damage, probably not making or breaking anything. And we're going to Counterfeit Wail now that we have Vex, and we're going to drop Vex. And I think we're also going to Wail. This will apply Gloom so that we level up, and also that Gloom gets applied again to everything next round. Drop Eye of the Dragon. Although, probably not necessary, actually. Might have been better just to drop Karma. We'll drop Beefcake Mayor here. And we're going to Wail. And actually probably fine to attack. Could have copied cards there. Feel the Rush. Really doesn't do much. We'll Glare. We'll Pie Toss. Yeah. Great, perfect. And we'll throw the pastries at the nexus. Just need a way to win. Attack. Can't have to do anything. Still not sure how we're dealing with Jarvan. That is a thing that's on my mind. I think it's a problem. Disarmed will help. It's like -2 damage. This ability sucks. Go to Unscarred Reaver. Same thing here, since we do all our damage as Gloom. This is card ground, shouldn't really matter. Keep Karma in our hand, it gives us a higher chance of drawing into Vex. For example, since we drew both Karmas, we were guaranteed Vex, which means we can start copying Wail. And we copy Wail. Could play a lay here. Not sure it matters much either way. But we'll apply some Gloom so that we take a little bit less damage here. Could block. I don't think there's a huge reason to. They should have attacked with everything. Not sure why they didn't. Probably because it's AI and AI isn't very smart. Play Vex. And I think we can just chill. 13 damage. Probably fine. Can Wail and reduce it to 4. And we're gonna try to get rid of this Tarkaz. Drop the General's Palace so we have rally every round. And I think we will here. Probably should have copied it first. We'll attack. They're not doing anything, so we'll drop Karma. Could copy Glare. I don't know if there's a huge reason to. Got Wail back. Copy that. Also not a huge reason to do that. Maybe copying the Pytos created spell is the best option at this point. But, I mean, overall, we're not really super worried about anything. Okay, that's a card. But yeah, so like Perilous Pastry, we could copy that, and then that just gives us free Nexus damage. Drop a Blade Scout. We don't need to Wail this guy's dead next round anyway. Then we'll have Rally from the General's Palace. Don't think I healed to full there, which is a mistake. Key Guardian summoning the champions, probably fine. Get rid of Beefcake Mayor. And we'll go to the shop. Flash Freeze. Seems like something we should probably be picking up. There is a Smith Soloist up there, so that's a power. We do have to go through Battlesmith, which I think is probably harder than Tavern Keeper. I'm gonna take this Flash Freeze. I'm gonna take 2 of them, just because I'm really worried about Jarvan. Hopefully that's the right choice. If it's not, we're gonna lose. We also would have lost if it is the right choice, and we did the opposite, so. Play the Blade Scout, draw a card. Think we just attack here. There's nothing we want to copy in our hand right now. Obviously we're stunning Cythria. And I'll block 1 and save this blocker for later. I can block Fearsome and Cythria makes Fearsome, so seems like a good plan for me. Also Pytos here. That'll give Gloom, so that Gloom will re-trigger. Going to give Vex Barrier and drop Vex. Barriers to prevent any sort of single combat shenanigans. They could do it again though, and that would be bad for me. But we'll find out. Okay, they choose to kill the Teemo. Happy with that. And I guess we pass. We do pull Wail now. Counterfeit it. And we stun Cythria. Pass. 28 damage is obviously too much. So we'll block a couple. Don't have the mana to do anything crazy. So I'm actually just gonna Wail here, since it targets everything. And now we should be fairly safe. We do have a Pytos. I'm gonna open with that here. Because the Perilous Pastry is burst, we can use it to defend against single combat. I think we play LA, giving this unit Gloom. And we draw into Wail, which we copy. I think we just keep passing, let them do whatever they want. So, eventually they were going to do for Demacia. We're going to copy Wail first. And we're going to Wail. And their for Demacia does nothing. I think we pass, let them play a card. Then we're going to hit that card with Grim. Drop Karma. Play Glare. Copy Wail. Copying Glare is probably fine too. All you're looking to do is, you know, kill all of the units. Don't have a good attack, so I'll probably just pass here. Karma's creating bad cards, as is the thing that Karma does. I think I'm fine wailing here. They have another card which they might play, but I'd rather just clear their board in case they were going to pass. Then we can drop 2 Eye of the Dragon. Attack with everything. I don't even care what they're doing anymore. Triple copy Perilous Pastry. Triple send it at the nexus. I don't really want 2 of these, but this looks like an okay blocker. Still really worried about that. I don't think any of this is helping me. Cut a card here. I think Grim is the worst card right now just because it costs so much. And we need to be able to get to our Frostbites, we need to be able to get to Wail and Vex. So we have basically everything we want. No, we don't have Withering Wail. Never mind, we're missing one thing that we want. We want it very much. Don't know how much their Cataclysm costs, so this is a little risky. And they are just gonna open on us next round, almost for sure. They didn't. They are capturing, which almost seems worse. Fine, I guess. We can play Prancing Sea Spirits, and then we can block 2 here. We are, of course, unable to Frostbite because we spent all our mana. But I think we blocked more units than we would have otherwise been able to, so it's fine. So if we don't draw Withering Wail, we lose the game. I am pretty convinced of that. If we drop Vex and they have Cataclysm, I think we also lose the game. So things aren't going super well for me. They might drop Jarvan. Okay, we have a Pytos, which I think we spend. And because we have Barrier, we attack. Not great, but fine. Okay, they played a card which lets us draw a spell. Not the right spell. Gonna play this. Still not drawing the right spell. And I guess we have to flash freeze. This is all I have. I think we lose Vex, and I think it's fine. We can replay next round. They've basically shown us they don't have Cataclysm. I guess we play Mark of the Storm.
It's dangerous out there. Take this.
So we're gonna Barrier, and then play Vex, and we finally get Wail. It's a little bit late, but it should be fine. We're already in Chemtech. Their units are kind of hurt, so I think we're doing okay. They're also out of cards. So we're gonna Wail twice. That clears their board. Should have counterfeited that first. Counterfeit it now. We're gonna attack as a starter. Again, we are no longer worried about anything they can do. We're in a very solid position. Up karma. And I actually think I want to keep this whale. So you can let this guy kind of die naturally. They spent all their mana getting rid of Ichor. Grant him gloom. We have 2 whales in hand and I want to get some hit points back, so let's do that. Would hate to end this without our S rank, right? Drop Blade Scout to let them play a unit, and then I'm gonna Withering miss that unit. Died instantly, and I got no hit points out of that because all of our damage is done as gloom. Oh well, we have over 30, that is still an S. So, I don't know. Seemed fine, but I don't think we took too much advantage of Grand General's counterplan. A little bit. Probably more than I think I did actually, because we could just play it on off rounds when we weren't doing anything else to draw 2 cards and also apply 4 gloom, so that was probably better than I think it is. But you could also potentially switch it for something else like Guardian Angel to give yourself an extra try in case you lose, because we did lose a game in there. I don't think I would Wicked Harvest, considering that everything that isn't hurt has barrier, which means that generally you're going to be dropping Vex into barrier, and so I think that would be bad. Seconds Luden's is considerable, or maybe like Archangel's Staff for the extra mana is also a possibility. Yeah, I mean, this worked, so good enough, I guess. And that is all for me. Thank you for watching. If you like what I'm doing, like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.